already are all the potential that you could ever be. This is like a quantum leap type of video where whatever I am affirming is exactly what you would be affirming if you were already the person that has the perfect life, the version of you who is already accomplished. And it all starts with the thought of you already are arrived. There's nowhere for you to go, there's nothing for you to reach, because you already are. So as you only experience the now, the only thing that you can do is being that person now. How do you do that? By embodying achievement, embodying fulfillment, embodying love, embodying security, freedom, empowerment. The only thing that you need to do is being coherent with yourself and who you are. But to be coherent with yourself, you need to put that focus, that coherence to yourself. Your thoughts, actions, and your words must be coherent with the person that you are, with your beliefs, with what you believe in to be true, with your values, your morals. Last week, I met a friend which basically pushed out exactly what I was thinking about myself in that moment. And that was really the proof that everyone is me pushed out. This person met me and told me, I see that you're doing a lot of things, but how coherent are you to yourself? How sincere are you to yourself? I was mind blown because this is something that I think to myself, but I never expressed to anyone, of course. So this person, while hearing me talking, he noticed this. And in that moment, I knew that I had to work on my sincerity to myself and my coherence. Like, how much aligned am I truly being? Are my actions, words, and thoughts in check with the version of me that feels fulfilled? Or what is it? Your version of the future that has it all is the same you that you are now. It's always going to be you. We are always looking for something out there. We are always looking for the next thing to make us feel fulfilled. But what if you looked within yourself and you realized that you are fulfilled right now? The only thing that's really needed to manifest anything is being that person that you would be, right? You are fulfilled right now. There's nothing for you to achieve. You're already whole and complete as you are. We're always thinking about upgrading ourselves. And of course, that is something that you can do. But if that becomes something that you're always focused on, then you will constantly look for something that you already are. That's the only realization that you really need to do, is that you already are. There's nothing else for you to achieve but just being. You just need to be who you are and being coherent to that version of you. How coherent are you with yourself? Are you headed toward what you want to do in life? Are you being that person? Are you acting, speaking, thinking like that person? And when you reach that, you can't help but being fulfilled, accomplished, happy with yourself and confident. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to prove anyone anything. And you don't have to prove anything, not even to yourself. Because if you're trying to prove something to yourself, it means that you're not accomplished. It means that you are not arrived. When you get to a destination, what do you say? I am arrived. That is the vibration that I want you to be in. If you were arrived and you actually felt like you are arrived, how would you feel? You don't have to please anyone. The only person that you have to please is yourself. When you please yourself, the world will please you, because the world reflects who you are. Being coherent leads you to be free. And when you are free, there's nothing for you to fear. Because you know exactly who you are and you know exactly what you're doing. So you know that nothing can go wrong. When you are in your full potential, there's nothing to be scared of because everything just goes your way. And most of all, struggle does not exist. There's no struggle in your life. When you get coherent, when you reach that level of coherence and sincerity with yourself and honesty, fear and struggle do not exist. You know what? I think that the scariest thing about this is you trying to adopt this new thought process. You really have to be in a state of trust that what you're doing is working, that who you are being right now is the new version of you, and that you are getting everything that you are being. So all it takes is just that faith, that leap of faith, that quantum leap, where you are fully embodying that person through your words, action, and thoughts, and coherence, and your truth. It takes courage and faith because you're adopting a new mindset and you don't know where this will bring you. But you just need to have faith that this will bring you the result that you wanted. Right now, I am at the point where I am doing all the work correctly because I know that I am doing all the correct work because I feel that I have changed. And then there was something that I was about to say that I didn't want to express into words because it didn't belong to me anymore. I was like, I feel that I have changed. I am changing in the sense that I already am the person, the fulfilled version of myself. I already am that I was about to say, but I haven't noticed anything different in the 3D. And then I stopped myself right there and I said, wait a minute, I am the change. I am the change because I have changed. So I know it's only a matter of time, of moments, of seconds, of minutes, of days, where my 3D catches up. And while I am in this waiting phase, even though I am not waiting because I already am that, I'm not waiting for anything to happen, I am just being. I am not worried. I am not thinking about why have I changed, but I haven't, but my reality hasn't caught up yet. I realize that I have had a type of mindset for the majority of my life. So of course, I can give it time. I know that it can happen instantly, but at the same time, it doesn't bother me if it takes time. It doesn't bother me. I am okay with that because I know that I have changed. So of course, everything will have to change as it is a reflection of myself. It can take courage and effort at first because you are used to operate in a way that pleases others. And you have to switch that where the focus is you pleasing yourself. You stop pleasing others. You become your own priority. You follow what feels good. You follow your guidance system. Because when you tap to the answer and the solution, everything will just flow and unfold naturally. So ask yourself, who is the true version of yourself? Who is the most authentic version of yourself? I was at a point where I was constantly trying to get things from the outside. I was trying to do as many things as I could because I felt like I was not enlightened yet. I felt that there was something missing. But guess what? As long as you feel that something is missing, then of course, that is exactly what is happening. That is where you really need to stop and realize that there's nothing for you to reach on the outside. There's nothing for you that will give you the answer. No matter how many books you will read, no matter how many courses you'll take, no matter how many coaches you will talk to, you are the answer. This is what I realized after talking to many people. I felt like I was constantly looking for the key, looking for the missing point, the missing link. And the only thing that I needed to realize the missing link was myself, because I am the key. I am the solution to all of this. I just need to really affirm and think to myself that I am the key, I am the solution. All the potential that I have it right now. I am infinite possibilities. There is nothing for me to reach on the outside, but it's all for me to create from within. When I create something within me, it's just a matter of time before it happens. So that is why there's no need to struggle, no need to worry, no need to doubt. But I understand that it's hard to understand when you haven't experienced it. Once you experience it, you really realize what it is about. One of the most important things is, of course, affirming and really getting conscious of your own power, of you being the key, of you being the missing link, and that there is nothing for you to achieve on the outside. You want to obtain something maybe, and you are tempted to go the way everyone else does it. For example, social medias. Do you want to be successful on social medias? If that is the case for you, you will think like, oh, I have to think about the algorithm, I have to respect certain patterns, I have to post like 3 times a week, I have to write this and that. Honestly speaking, don't think from the world point of view, think about your own point of view. There are people who got success out of nowhere. Why shouldn't that be you too, right? If you don't want to do that, don't do it. Just follow what feels right. You want to post hashtags, you want to post 3 times a week, do it. But just because you want to do it, not because you think that acting a certain way will bring you success. Because we all know that effort doesn't equal success. How many times did we hear about people struggling all of their lives, putting action into what they were doing, and they never got success? Why? Because of the mindset. That is the primary thing that you want to focus on, your mindset. So if you are inspired to post something, do it. If you have no inspiration to post anything, don't do it. What I'm really noticing within like the YouTube community is that people tend to value more quantity over quality. But this is not the way it goes, not for me. If you have something that you care about, that you want to discuss on one of your videos, then that's follow your gut feeling, follow your intuition. Don't force yourself to put content out there just because you have to. We value quality more than quantity. If you want to start a business, don't pick something that you think could have the most success, even if you have no interest in that. Just pick something that you're really fond of, something that you're really passionate about, even if you think that you might not get anything out of it. Maybe you want to take a certain job position, but you feel that you are not qualified for it, just go for it anyways. Because if you have a desire, you have a strong desire for something, then it is meant to be yours. Otherwise, you wouldn't have that desire. So even if you think it might be scary, even if you might think that you don't have the right qualifications, just go for it. You've got nothing to lose anyways. And you know that if your mindset is on the right track, nothing will go wrong. Everything will just flow. Because if you are flowing, things will flow to your life. If you are being open to opportunities, opportunities will be presented to you. To recap, what did we learn in this video? We learned that you are always the solution, that you are always the key. There's nothing for you to realize on the outside. You don't have to constantly learn through books, through videos. You just really have to take a moment for yourself and allow yourself to dive deep into who you are. Take time to find out who you are, what your passions are, what your goals are, who do you want to be. And when you are coherent, honest, and sincere with yourself, everything will just follow. There is no reason why it shouldn't.